And good afternoon. Welcome back out again here to Stanberry High School as we get set now for the boys' consolation game. It's time between its number 5 seed Stanberry boys, number 7 seed St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys for the boys' consolation. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you today's broadcast. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Schultz of Albany and Northwest Cell. Mosaic Medical Center, Albany. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. The Stanberry School District and Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry. Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry. The Regional Restaurant of Stanberry and Eckerd's in Stanberry. West Fork Tire and Family Health Pharmacy both located in Stanberry. The Spec Shop of Stanberry and Marionville. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. And the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Again, it's a matchup between the number 5 seed and the number 7 seed. We're back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we'll welcome in our color analyst Mike Atkins again whenever we come back after this quick BTC Bank timeout during the BTC Bank pregame on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Welcome back out to Stanberry. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis along with Mike Atkins as we get set here for the matchup between the number 5 seed Stanberry Bulldogs and the 7 seed St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys. And Mike, it was the St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys that had a big win over Worth County. They're good. Don't know if quite they were as good as the score indicated against Worth County.
Well, you don't know. I thought they looked really good, and I thought they looked good against Platte Valley.
Yes.
At least in the second half. And the one thing you know they're going to do, they've got some guys that can score. They're going to run. They're going to be pretty aggressive in a man-to-man defense. They're going to do some run and jump pressure full court and half court. Langley inside's a really solid post player and can step out and shoot the three. And I was just really impressed with the way they played. I think the one thing you wonder, we haven't seen them shoot the ball great from the three-point line, although they did have a few against Grant City. or Worth County in the semifinal game in the consolation bracket. And Stanberry's going to have their hands full. And on the other hand, you're going to see Stanberry's going to compete. You know that. You know that Sager's going to get his points, even though I think he's playing. Did we hear he's playing with a broken finger?
Pinky, I believe.
And that's I'm sure it's a factor, but he still had, I think, 25 and 18 in the first couple of games of this tournament, and looking forward to an entertaining game.
Actually 21 and 16 in the first 2 games for Sager, but now here's the announcement of your starting lineups. So again, that is a look at your starters here for both teams. It'll be Samuel Ryan, Tyrese Buckalow Dutton, Dane Koch, Drake Davison, and Camden Bennett are your starters here for St. Joseph Lafayette. Austin Schwabach, Hunter Johnson, Tyler Schwabach, Landon Mardick, and Colin Sager are your starters here for Stanberry. As we get set here to tip off our second game of the night for the Shotes tip-off, don't forget to start your morning or stop with a stop at Shotes in Albany for either an ice-cold fountain drink or a hot cup of coffee. Zach Langley not on the bench here for St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys. Maybe got the call up. He's had a big tournament so far, as in the first 2 games he had 11 and 25 points against Platte Valley and against Worth County.
And you might assume he might be being used in a varsity game today.
As Bennett now will get the start instead here for St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys. He's also had some big games. It'll be Austin Schwabach that'll win the opening tip-off here for Stanberry. As Stanberry will start out with the basketball. Again, another matchup between the 5 and 7 seeds here in the consolation games here at the 46 Invitational Stanberry basketball tournament. Driving in, Tyler Schwabach. He'll leave it off for Mardick. Shot from just inside the three-point arc is up and good.
Good start for the Bulldogs.
And now Sager comes away with a steal here for Stanberry. He'll send it to Landon Mardick, left wing, and it's going to go out of bounds off his foot. And it'll be Irish basketball. Bringing it across here is going to be Samuel Ryan. Leaves it off now for Dutton, right wing up to the top of the key. Back up again here for Dutton.
Stanberry playing man-to-man. They'll switch a lot on crosses.
Davison now for Dutton on the left wing. Trying to leave it in for Davison as Johnson coming in to help fill in on defense. He'll pick up the foul. First personal against Hunter Johnson. First team foul as well against the Bulldogs.
Trying to help on the backside.
Dutton will inbounds up to the top key for Davison. He'll down get it off for Bennett. Bennett in the corner for Ryan. Ryan drives in, leaves it off for Bennett. He'll go in hard, puts up the shot, blocked away here by Austin Schwabach. Comes back to him, goes up again. This time he'll be fouled, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think we both like the way Bennett's played. He just really gets after it on the glass, both offensively and defensively. Maybe doesn't always finish as much as you would like, but relentless getting after the ball.
That foul went against Austin Schwabach, his first, team second, as Bennett's able to knock home the second free throws. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stanberry with the lead. Just over a minute gone here in the first quarter play. Mardick brings it across, ends it up for Tyler Schwabach. Now leaves it off for his brother Austin. Back in for Tyler. Tyler Schwabach drives in, puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall in, but he'll be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As the foul here against the Irish is going to go against Dutton. That'll be his first personal, first team foul as well.
Irish will use a lot of players. They've got, I think, 12 dressed out. They'll all see action.
First shot here from Tyler Schwabach is up and good. Second free throw attempt. No good. And then Johnson and Dutton will fight for it in the paint, and it's going to be a jump ball that is going to go here to St. Joseph Lafayette.
Davidson getting the start for Lafayette JV, and a lot to like about him. 6'2", 6'3". They put him down in the post, but we saw him hit back-to-back threes in a game against Platte Valley.
Ryan leaves it off for Bennett. Shot, he'll be fouled, goes the line to shoot 2. Nice pass off there by Sam Ryan.
Great no-look dish.
Foul here against Stanberry. It's going to go against Austin Schwabach. He'll pick up his second personal quickly here. Third team foul. Just a little over a minute and a half gone here, as Bennett's able to hit the first free throw. Austin Schwabach will sit down. Checking in for him is going to be Corbin Fletchall. As Bennett's second free throw attempt is up and good, now tied up at 3-3 here. Camden Bennett with all 3 points here for the St. Joe Lafayette JV boys.
Stanberry doing a good job trying to clear out against that pressure to try to eliminate the ability to come help.
Sager's shot off the glass, no good, but there's Landon Mardick with the rebound. He'll be fouled as he goes up. Foul here against the Irish is going to go against Dane Koch.
I thought they maybe got that against Dutton Bacalo, and I didn't think that was a foul, but they must have got the push from the back.
Mardick hits both free throws, back out to a 2-point Stanberry lead, 5-3. 2 minutes here into the ball game. Ryan with it on the left wing. Feeds it inside here for Davison. He'll spin. Now goes back the other way. Can't get it to fall. Sager with the rebound. Sager will bring it across the timeline as he's guarded here by Camden Bennett. As Bennett's going to be called here for the foul. That'll be his first personal. Team's third. Mardick will inbounds here for Tyler Schwabach. Right wing for Sager, into the corner now for Mardick. For Fletchall. Left wing Tyler Schwabach and out of Mardick. Goes off of Sager's leg, and it's going to be a backcourt violation called here against the Bulldogs.
Really aggressive defense by Lafayette.
Ryan with it up at the top of the key here for St. Joseph Lafayette. Over to Dutton on left wing, up to the top, the key for Koch. Back again for Ryan, to Davison. Bennett, shot no good. Comes away with his own rebound, goes up hard, gets it in, and gets the foul.
Shoot it and go get it. He's done a really good job at that. I think he's got all of their points at this juncture.
He does, and he's got a chance to give St. Joseph Lafayette their first lead as well, as Fletchall called for the foul. And he does, as it's now a 6-5 St. Joseph Lafayette lead here over Stanberry. Ball inbounds here for Sager. Coming in at next check is going to be Mikey Thomas for Lafayette. Trying to get to Tyler Schwabach, stolen away as Bennett with it. He'll go up, lays it up with his right hand, can't get it to fall. As Tyler Schwabach will quickly get it to Johnson. Into the corner, Sager shot from 3 off the iron. Out of bounds here off of Stanberry. Actually, call it out of bounds here off of St. Joseph Lafayette. Koch will check out as, again, Thomas will check in. They get it inbounds to Sager. Goes up and not going to get the foul.
He might have got a little shove in the back, but he was looking for the foul anyway.
As Davison weaves his way through traffic and lays it in off the glass. 8-5, it's a 3-point lead here for the Irish. Sager brings it across over to the right wing now here for Tyler Schwabach up to the top of the key. Johnson now over for Fletcher on left wing. In the corner for Sager. Sager drives baseline, now pulls it back out, trying to bring it up to the top of the key. Stolen away here by Davison. Goes up with his right hand, gets the bucket and the foul.
Davis, this kind of been the Davidson and Bennett show so far. They've done some really nice things. We're going to get a timeout by Stanberry, I believe.
Bennett will check out. Checking in for him is going to be Jamison Jackson. We'll have that when we come back after this quick timeout here on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. It's a 10-5 St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys lead here over Stanberry. At the line is going to be Davison for the and one opportunity. First shot. Bounces up, no good. Rebound made though here by Ryan. Davison over to Ryan, right wing, shot from 3, off the back of the iron. Coming in for the rebound here is Thomas. He'll get to Davison. Back again to Ryan. He'll drive in this time. Leaves it off for Jackson. Now for Davison. As he'll be called here for the foul, or for the travel.
And if you're Coach Groomer, you're probably not real happy with the defensive boards right now. And I really look for get the ball in the hands of Sager, maybe a little more offensively aggressive, trying to score.
Austin Schwabach and Drew Johnson ready to come in the next check. Austin Schwabach again with 2 fouls early in the quarter. Fletcher with him on the left wing up to the top of the key for Sager. Has the ball knocked out of his hands by Dutton. He'll go up and lay it up with his right hand, up and good for 2. It's a 12-5 lead here for St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys. Gets it out for Sager. He'll answer back with more shot of his own as he goes in and weaves his way on the baseline. Thomas sends it off for Jackson out to Dutton. Trying to get it out to Ryan. It's going to be knocked away. Austin Schwabach will check in. Drew Johnson will check in. Check it in here for Lafayette is going to be Caden Cox. As Ryan will check out, Fletcher and Johnson will check out for Stanberry. Mardick brings it across here for the Bulldogs. It's a 5-point lead here for the Lafayette Irish. Up to the top of the key here for Austin Schwabach. Driving in, Mardick leaves it off for Tyler Schwabach. Shot from the corner from 3. Too hard, no good, and a foul going to be called here against Drew Johnson on the rebound. Foul against Johnson will be his first, but already the team's sixth, and we still have 2:18 left to play here in the first quarter.
As we said, a lot of switching, and somewhere along the way, you just got to think the Lafayette JV are going to find a mismatch that they really like on the perimeter.
Dutton to Cox as he'll drive to the left elbow. Now leaves it off for Jackson. Jackson to Dutton on the right wing. Drives baseline, spins around, puts up the shot. Tipped there by Austin Schwabach, goes to Sager. Mardick shot from three. And a foul going to be called here on the rebound. As Cox is called for the foul. That's his first, team's fourth. Ball inbounds. Austin Schwabach has the ball rejected away. He's able to pick it back up, goes up again. Again going to be rejected out of bounds, this time by Davison.
And that is something the Schwabachs have maybe not seen. Maybe just, again, you're looking at still pretty young kids and just going a little bit soft to the basket.
Dutton checks out as Saunders checks in. Sager with a little fadeaway three-pointer off the glass.
Yeah, but then you got to get back on the other end.
As Saunders, who's newly entered into the game, lays it off the glass for two. Back up to a 4-point St. Joe Lafayette lead. 14-10 with 1:15 left to play here in this first quarter. Sager with it left wing. Johnson and Fletchall ready to come into next check here for Stanberry. Mardick drives in, trying to leave it off there for Austin Schwabach. Stolen away here by Mikey Thomas. I'll get it up to Cox up at the top of the key.
And Saunders trying to give, I think Saunders thought he was open again. I think he thought he was more open than he was.
He'll put up a shot from three this time off the back of the iron. Rebound made by Sager. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Tyler Schwabach goes in. He'll put up a shot. He's going to be fouled. Go to line to shoot two.
That was a stronger take that time going to the basket.
Saunders called there for the foul. His first personal, team's fifth. Tyler Schwabach's first free throw attempt is up and good. Checking out will be Drew Johnson and Austin Schwabach, as Hunter Johnson and Corbin Fletchall check back in. Second free throw attempt here by Tyler Schwabach is up and good.
Stanberry starting to try to creep back in a little bit. Had a nice run earlier by the Lafayette JV. Now Stanberry looking to stabilize a little bit on defense.
Davison sends it out to Cox, up to the top of the key for Thomas. Shot from three. Off the front of the iron. Rebound's going to be made here by Fletchall. Sager with it, left wing. And now to Mardick. He'll sidestep a defender, puts up a shot from three. No good. Rebound's going to be made here by Cox. Now stolen away by Mardick. Sager turns around, puts up the shot. Off the mark, no good. 14-12. It's St. Joseph Lafayette that leads after one quarter of play. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
In sports, success is measured in points, wins, and trophies. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most, and the occasional trophy, like the one from J.D. Power for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter. For J.D. Power 2018 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Give Shelter Insurance agent Kent Peterson a call in Stanberry today at 660-783-0600. If a sports injury sidelines you from your favorite activity, don't worry. You have a team of experts ready to help. From sprains and strains to breaks and more serious injuries, Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine professionals have the skill and experience to get you back in the game as fast as possible. For more information, visit mymosaiclifecare.org/sports. Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're all in to get you back in.
Welcome back out again to Stanberry. It's a 14-12 St. Joseph Lafayette JV lead here over Stanberry. And it'll be Stanberry basketball coming out of the quarter break. Tyler Schwabach with it in the backcourt as he'll bring it across. Brings it over to the right wing. Now sends it up to the top of the key for Fletchall. Now to Sager. Sager drives, trying to leave it back off. Goes out to Mardick on the right wing. Back to Sager in the corner. Now trying to bring it up to the top of the key for Tyler Schwabach. Knocked away by Saunders, and I believe a foul could be called here against Tyler Schwabach.
I think they got Saunders. Or
No, they're going to they got Schwabach. Saunders will shoot the free throws here as St. Joe Lafayette now in the bonus.
So the official pointed Saunders. I said they didn't call that foul on him.
Yeah, that was referee Colby Wiederholt that immediately called out that Saunders was the shooter there.
Yep.
So, and Saunders will hit the first free throw attempt.
I'll tell you what does really impress me about Lafayette. I think they're really well disciplined. By that, I don't mean they won't make mistakes, but they don't, like a lot of JV teams, you really question their shot selection a lot. They don't take bad shots. Defensively, they do a really good job of help and recover.
Tyler Schwabach sends it back up to the key for Fletchall. Leaves it off now for Sager. Drives in, waits for the defender to go by, puts up the shot, knocks it in, good for two. 15-14, Lafayette have the lead, stolen away here by Hunter Johnson. They'll leave it off now for Tyler Schwabach, goes up, and he's going to be called for the charge.
That's not going to make the Stanberry crowd happy, and I can't say that I blame him either.
That's his second foul, so both Austin and Tyler Schwabach have 2 fouls here in the ball game. We still have 1:10 gone here only in the second quarter. 18 fouls already against Stanberry. 5 against St. Joseph Lafayette JV. Saunders with it on the right wing. Brings it in this time now for Bennett on the right elbow. Leaves it back off for Saunders. To Jackson, to Cox. Cox drives in, leaves it off for Saunders. And a jump ball will be called. That's going to stay with the Irish.
May have gone a little bit deep. They had Jackson wide open top of the key. Maybe just went a step too far with that dribble.
Bennett goes in, waits for Sager to go up, and then goes up and lays it off the glass. So good for 2. Camden Bennett quickly with 8 points here in the ball game. Austin Schwabach will bring it across. Sends it out for Sager.
Good feel for the game by Bennett. That time just went and had good patience around the block.
That one's going to go off of Mikey Thomas. As Thomas will check out, Sam Ryan will check back in here for Lafayette. Mardick trying to get the ball inbounds here for Austin Schwabach. Tipped there by Bennett, then Schwabach goes up, can't get it to fall. And they're going to call it out of bounds here off the Irish.
Johnson did a nice job keeping it alive, too.
2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. It's a 17-14 3-point lead here for the Irish. Sager trying to tie it up as he can't with the 3-point attempt. Ball knocked around. It's picked up here by Koch. He'll quickly send it up now for Saunders. Saunders goes to the opposite block. Can't get it to fall. Sager with the rebound. Now Mardick with it. Sends it up for Austin Schwabach. Tyler Schwabach and Drew Johnson ready to come in the next check as Mardick with it on the left wing. Gets it up now for Hunter Johnson. Sending it inside for Sager. He will be fouled. He goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And I wondered if that might, now that time Sager went down to post, and I know he's not necessarily a post player, but he's crafty enough and he's been around enough. I really thought that was maybe an area that he could take advantage.
As the first shot from Sager's up and good, as that foul went against Dane Koch, his second. Austin Schwabach and Fletchall will check out as Tyler Schwabach and Drew Johnson will check back in. Second free throw attempt from Sager is up and good as he knocks them both in. Ryan will leave it off for Saunders, back out to Bennett. Leaves it off for Koch. Back up for Ryan. And he's going to be called for the travel. Galloway ready to check in. George Galloway will check in here for Dane Koch. Tyler Schwabach sends it across. He'll have it on the left wing. Brings it into the corner here for Sager. Bulldogs trail by one, 17-16, with underneath 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Hunter Johnson drives in, leaves it off for Mardick. Shot from three from the left wing. Off the mark, Drew Johnson with the rebound, puts it up and good.
You know, Johnson in the right place at the right time, and the Bulldogs have their first lead from maybe real early in the game. I think they had a 2-1 lead or 3-1 lead early.
As the shot from Saunders no good. Ball knocked around, picked up here though by Bennett. And he'll fall, and he's going to be called here for the travel. Ball inbounds here for Sager. 4:20 left to play in the second quarter, 18-17. Stanberry has the 1 point lead. They get it down to Drew Johnson on the baseline. He can't get it to fall in, and George Galloway is going to get the rebound, and then Drew Johnson will pick up the foul. Foul against Drew Johnson is going to be his second personal, team's 9th. As George Galloway will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Austin Schwabach will check in here for Drew Johnson. George Galloway's first free throw attempt. Off the back of the iron, rebound's going to be made here by Hunter Johnson. They get it to Mardick, now back out to Tyler Schwabach, right wing Sager. Sager puts up a shot from three and drains it. 21-17, a 4-point Bulldog lead, their largest here of the night.
Well, and that's just one of those, you got to get closer to the shooter and make him put it down.
And now Mardick comes away with a steal from George Galloway, goes up, and he can't get it to fall, but it's going to be fouled. As Galloway will pick up the foul, it'll be his first, team 7th. So Mardick will shoot 2 free throws. Davison will come back in after the first shot. Is no good. Davison will check in. Checking out is going to be Jamison Jackson.
Nice bounce back quarter by the Bulldogs so far here.
As Mardick is able to hit the second free throw, they make it out to a 5-point ball game now. 22-17. Ryan leaves it off here for Galloway up to the top of the key. Left wing now for Davison. Sending it across to Ryan in the right corner. Leaves it off for Bennett. Bennett brings it back out for Davison. Stanberry has both Schwabach boys going back-to-back off on Bennett. Both of them in foul trouble here with 2 fouls. As Bennett gets open on the baseline, goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. Now Tyler Schwabach picks up his 3rd.
Bennett's having a nice first half again. We talked about him. Maybe you'd like to see him finish a little better. Well, he has done that here since the early part of the first quarter.
Now St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys will be in the double bonus from here on out. As the free throw attempt from Bennett is up and good. He's got 11 points here in the early going. McCullough Dutton ready to come back in a next check here for St. Joseph Lafayette. Sager with it on the right wing, leaves it up now for Hunter Johnson. It's a 22-20 Bulldog lead as Irish have cut the lead back down to 2. Sager drives baseline, puts up the little floater, can't get it to fall. Mardick there with the tip back in.
Well, whenever he puts the ball on the floor, he's really going to draw a crowd. And that pretty much left Mardick wide open on the offensive glass.
Galloway sends it back up now for Sam Ryan. Shot from 3 from the top of the key and hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
Kind of some miscommunication. We've seen Stanberry switch on that screen. That time maybe a little miscommunication. Left Ryan wide open.
And now Ryan's going to pick up the foul here against Landon Mardick as he'll go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That'll be Ryan's first personal, team's 8th. Galloway will check out, Saunders will check out. As again, Dutton will check in along with Quinn Lowe getting his first action. Mardick's first free throw attempt. No good as the rebound's going to be made here by Bennett. Davison stops, goes up, can't get it to fall. Dutton there, though, to put it back. As Austin Schwabach will bring it across, sends it over now for Sager. Shot from 3, off the back of the iron. Out of bounds here off of St. Joseph Lafayette. .145 left to play here in the second quarter. It's now a 25-24 Lafayette Irish lead. Mardick to inbounds here for Austin Schwabach on the block. Spins around, goes up, lays it on off the glass. Up and good for 2. Schwabach with his first points in the ball game. Dutton to Davison, right wing. Into the corner now for Ryan. Ryan flies in, has it rejected out of bounds here by Sager. So 1 point Bulldog lead, 26-25. Bennett will get the inbounds into the corner. Drives baseline, leaves it off for Dutton. Little floater, no good. Rebound's gonna be made by Austin Schwabach. Sager right wing. Gives it off now for Mardick as he'll bring it up to the top of the key. Trying to restart this Bulldog offense. And another foul going to be called here against Ryan. That'll be his second, team's 9th.
You know, you're seeing a lot of these fouls and you go, why can't the Irish lay off? And I would guess at the Class 4 level, a little bit of that contact is allowed. They're calling fouls here. They're not going to get those fouls at the Class 4 level.
Caden Cox will check in as the first free throw attempt is good here from Landon Mardick. And now Austin Schwabach will check out. Checking in for him is going to be Ben Messner. Second free throw attempt from Mardick is up and good. 3-point Bulldog lead, 28-25, underneath a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Cox will leave it off for Dutton. Drives in, and shot knocked away just enough there by Sager. Trying to leave it up for Mardick. Stolen away by Davison, leaves it off now for Dutton. Up and good for 2.
There's that run and jump, but when your guys get trapped, you got to see it and come back and help them out.
Mardick trying to send it in for Messner, stolen away as Dutton goes up and lays it up good for 2. Steal made there by Quinn Lowe there for Lafayette. As Sager with it at the half-court line underneath 10 seconds. Bulldogs trail by 1, 29-28. Off of Sager's foot, picked up. Now comes back to Sager, shot off the mark, no good. Nice save there by Fletchall. Even gets Sager a shot there at the end. But it's a 1-point Lafayette Irish lead. We're back with the Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in just a moment.
At American Family Insurance, we know your life has many moving parts, from your four wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family. We'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
How does the snowplow driver get to work? Why is one underwear called a pair? Why doesn't broccoli come in a can? Why doesn't Tarzan have a beard?
Oh gosh, it's Kara at Eckert's. There are a lot of crazy questions out there.
Out where?
But when it comes to remodeling or building a home, there are a million legit questions.
How long would it take to ask a million questions?
With almost 90 combined years of experience, our Eckert Stanberry team can help you through all of the questions and options your project can bring.
Oh my gosh, are you 90?
Each home has a unique combination of challenges, so come, let our experts make this a fun and easy process, and maybe we will all learn something. Like,
why do they call it building if it's already been built?
Eckert's.
Where's Eckert's?
On the square in Stanberry.
Family Health Pharmacy in Stanberry provides superior prescription service and healthcare products in a friendly and professional manner. The staff at Family Health Pharmacy treat their customers with the utmost integrity, respect, and compassion. They are dedicated to delivering a great pharmacy experience with the goal of helping their valued customers live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Visit Family Health Pharmacy on the north side of the square in Stanberry or give them a call at 660-783-0700. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If you're searching for pain relief after an accident, experiencing an injury, or you suffer from a specific condition, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry at 660-235-8037, 660-235-8037.
Welcome back out to Stanberry. It's a 29-28 St. Joseph Lafayette JV lead here over Stanberry. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Banquet locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee and Shoats of Albany, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center, Albany, and American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Stanberry School District, Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry, Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry, the Regional Restaurant of Stanberry and Eckert's of Stanberry, West Fork Tire in Stanberry, Family Health Pharmacy of Stanberry, the Spec Shop of Stanberry and Maryville, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany, and the Printery News Shop are located in Albany. Taking a look at the unofficial first half stats, Stanberry boys shooting 8 for 24 from the field, 10 for 13 from the free throw line, 2 for 10 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Colin Sager with 12 points, 9 points for Landon Mardick, 3 points for Tyler Schwabach, 2 points for Drew Johnson and Austin Schwabach. For the St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys, they're unofficially shooting 11 for 25 from the field, 6 for 10 from the free throw line, 1 for 4 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Caden Bennett with 11 points, 8 points for Tyson Bacalo Dutton, 4 points for Davison, 3 points for Ryan and Saunders. And Mike, it's a close game. We expected a close game here in this boys consolation game. It was St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys that kind of went on a run at the beginning of the game. Stanberry kind of answered back. Now we're kind of in a back and forth seesaw battle.
Well, yeah, I thought, boy, we could be looking at a repeat of the Lafayette JV Worth County game for a while, and Stanberry did a nice job of recovering. Missed some free throws that are kind of uncharacteristic for them, I think. But they got ahead, and then right, as you said, right at the end of the first half, the Irish run and jump pressure forced a couple of turnovers and quick baskets, which gave them their lead. And if I'm Coach Groomer, there's several things I wouldn't be real happy with in this game. That's one of them.
Yes.
Because when they go to trap, you've got to see it, come back and help out your teammate. You clear out to try to let them have an open just one-on-one to get the ball up the court. Well, when your guy leaves to trap, got to come back and help. And the other thing is the Irish have gotten an awful lot of offensive rebounds in this game. Bennett probably the recipient of at least 3 or 4 that have led directly to putbacks and three-point play opportunities. But even with all of that, you're down 1 to a good team. Make some adjustments, get some of those things cleaned up, and then you take your chances in this second half.
And you do have a little bit of foul trouble coming out here to start at the second half. Tyler Schwabach has 3 fouls. Austin Schwabach and Drew Johnson each have 2 for St. Joseph Lafayette. They also have Sam Ryan with 2 fouls and Dan Koch with 2 fouls. A little bit of foul trouble going on for both teams there in the first half. We'll be back with more Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we get set for the second half start when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
The Stanberry School District is proud to support the Stanberry Bulldog students in all of their extracurricular activities. The Stanberry School District's winning culture is cultivated from hard work and determination, not only in sports, but also through hard work in the classroom from the beginning of a Bulldog's academic career. The Stanberry School District wants to wish the Stanberry Bulldogs the best of luck this winter sports season. The Regional at Stanberry is the new restaurant on the block that you have to try. The Regional at Stanberry features amazing regional foods such as American, Mexican, and Italian. The Regional at Stanberry has daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. The Regional at Stanberry is open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Regional at Stanberry, located on the square in Stanberry, Missouri. The Spec Shop in Stanberry and Maryville have over 30 years of experience in providing quality eye care. Spec Shop features experienced doctors plus a large selection of frames for any budget and several brands of contacts in stock. Spec Shop has an in-house lab, which means that you get your lenses back quicker. For knowledgeable and friendly staff, contact the Spec Shop at 660-582-8911 in Maryville or 660-783-2870 in Stanberry. West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
In sports, success is measured in points, wins, and trophies. At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most, and the occasional trophy, like the one from J.D. Power for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Central Region. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter. For J.D. Power 2018 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Give Shelter Insurance agent Kent Peterson a call in Stanberry today at 660-783-0600. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Remember, your halftime here on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. 29-28, it's St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys that have a lead over Stanberry as we get ready to start third quarter action. It'll be Stanberry basketball to start out this third quarter. The Austin Schwebach, Tyler Schwebach, Colin Sanger, Landon Mardick, and Hunter Johnson to start out the half here for Stanberry. It'll be Sanger that takes a quick shot from the corner, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of St. Joseph Lafayette. On the floor here for the Irish are Davison Bennett, Ryan, Dutton, and Koch. Mardick trying to bring it into Sager, knocked out of bounds here off of the hand of Davison.
Good awareness by Davison. That would have been real easy to just fall asleep temporarily and allow Sager the opportunity to get open.
Mardick with it over on the right wing, trying to bring it into Austin Schwebach. Goes up. He will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two, and I believe they're going to get Davison on the foul. Actually, they're going to get Dutton here.
So right after saying really good awareness on the play to Sager, maybe just a little bit slow on the help to get there for the lob.
Schwebach hits the first free throw as Dutton called there for his second, team's first. Austin Schwebach's second shot no good as we're tied back up at 21 all. Ryan will send it left wing for Davison. Drives in, leaves it off for Bennett. Bennett waits for the defenders to go up, then goes up and lays it off the glass. Bennett now with 13 points here in this ball game, 11 coming in the first half.
The Irish get a lot of their offense from dribble penetration.
Austin Schwebach will send it across now for Sager. Drives in, goes up, and he is going to be fouled as he comes flying in. Foul going to go against Dutton. He'll quickly pick up his second of the half, his third here in the ball game. As Mikey Thomas will quickly come back into the ball game here for Lafayette. As Sager's first free throw attempt is up and good. Dutton checks out as Thomas will check in. Second free throw attempt from Sager is good as he ties it back up at 31 all. Sam Ryan brings it across, 7:05 left to play in this third quarter. We're tied up at 31 as Thomas's little floater goes off the front of the iron. Quickly bringing it across, Sager baseline. Leaves it off for Austin Schwebach, up and good off the glass.
And nice strong take that time. I was a little critical the first half. Thought he went a little soft to the basket, but the last couple of times, good strong take and a strong finish.
Davison from just in front of the right elbow, up and good as he gets the bounce back in. Tyler Schwebach will bring it across here for Stanberry. Sends it left wing now for Mardick. Up to Sager. Little fadeaway, no good. Tyler Schwebach with the rebound, goes up and puts it back in for two.
And now the Bulldogs are giving the Irish a little taste of their own medicine. They've gone to the offensive glass here and made a little progress there.
Bennett shot no good. Rebound pulled in here by Mardick. Tyler Schwebach almost has the pass knocked away there by Koch, and I believe he's going to pick up his third foul now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know they called that on, did they call that on Koch?
Yes, they did, and that's his third.
Yeah, they could have almost as easily called that on Mardick because he got a little shove off to go after that loose ball.
Tyler Schwebach with it up at the top of the key. Over to Sager, back up to Tyler Schwebach. Leaves it off, trying to leave it off for his brother on the opposite block, and it's going to be off his foot, out of bounds.
Right idea, good decision. Maybe just lacking in execution. It's like, what do they always say? Coaches say they can live with the physical mistakes, but not the mental ones.
Ryan drives in, lays it off the glass.
So you can live if there's just poor execution. Now, you don't want to see poor execution over and over, but the occasional bad pass from a execution standpoint, you can live with the bad decisions you can't always live with.
Bennett's going to be called for his second foul, team's fourth foul here early in the third quarter. With 5:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Sager shot no good. Bennett with the rebound. Gets it up now here for Thomas. Right wing Davison. He's going to be called here for the travel.
And that's the second time you're just trying to go a little too quick. And if you're going to fake with your feet on the floor. Even if it's not a travel, sometimes it looks like a travel to officials.
And now an offensive foul going to be called against Tyler Schwabach. That's now his fourth. So he'll probably check out here with 5:05 left to play in the third.
Well, he's had a couple of tough charging foul calls.
Checking in now is going to be Corbin Fletchall. Ball inbounds into the back here for Sam Ryan. Drives in, leaves it to the corner. Davison shot from three. Off the iron. Ryan trying to tip there into Koch. Ball rolls around the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds here off of Sager. They're actually going to call a foul here instead. And now Koch has his fourth foul.
Wow. When, I know there'd be people out there saying, well, why didn't Colby Wiederholt call that? He was right in front of him. Well, sometimes he gets screened off and just couldn't see it. And Donnie Lawrence came in from the side and made that call.
So I think Wiederholt had that it was out of bounds, which would have been the correct call, but then also you had the grab as Sager shot no good. Putting it back in is Austin Schwabach. Davison answers back with the bucket of his own.
And the Schwabachs have really been tough on the offensive glass here in the second half.
And now Tyler Schwabach on the bench with 4 fouls. Also on the bench with 4 fouls is Koch for Lafayette. As Bennett will come with the steal, gets it off here for Mikey Thomas. Shot up no good. This is going to be blocked there by Austin Schwabach. Mardick will bring it across halfway through the third quarter of play, tied at 37-all. Stripped away here by Cox. Cox leaves it off for Bennett. Goes up, rolls around, falls in.
Good take and really a good no call. I didn't think there was much contact either way. He didn't flop, but that's a good no call.
Sager gets it out to Johnson on the right wing. Feeds it into Sager, goes up off the glass, can't get it to fall, comes away with his own rebound. Second chance opportunity won't go either, as it's rebounded here by Bennett. Now Sam Ryan with it on the left wing.
Snaggart having a tough time. Looks like he may be a little winded too.
Ryan drives in, leaves it in the corner for Davison, now back into Bennett. Goes up hard, gets it to roll in, up and good for 2.
Good strength, and Bennett's having a really nice ball game for the Irish.
17.
He looks like he might be a little winded as well.
17 points here now for Bennett in the ball game. It's a 41-37 St. Joseph Lafayette Irish lead. Underneath 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Mardick has the ball stripped, picked up here by Ryan. And now a foul is going to be called here by Mardick.
It's a little loose with it, maybe. Yeah, we talked about in the girls' game the other night. Sometimes you just got to be tough with the ball, and I don't mean you got to swing elbows or anything else, but maybe be strong with the ball is a little bit better phrasing than be tough with it.
Saunders will check in here for Bennett as they'll get a deserved break here. Hunter Johnson ready to come to the next check here for Stanberry. 2:35 left to play in the third. Davison with it up at the top of the key. Drives in, leaves it off now. Cox from the left wing. Back up for Thomas. Up to Ryan. Ryan drives in, weaves his way through traffic and lays it off the glass. Nice and easy for 2. 43-37.
We've seen different guys have really good games for the Irish. Ryan is having a nice game too, along with Bennett. Here's it.
Sager will send it across here for Fletchall. Shot from in front of the left elbow, no good. Austin Schwabach with the rebound, but a foul going to be called here on the floor. It's going to go against Davison. Actually, I take that back. They're going to put that foul on Cox. That's his second. Team 6, so next one will give Stanberry the bonus from here on out. Quinn Lowe ready to come in the next check here for Lafayette. Mardick gets it off here for Hunter Johnson. Trying to feed it into Corbin Fletchall, stolen away by Jaron Saunders.
He had Sager wide open for a 3.
Saunders back out to Ryan. Shot from 3 off the inside of the iron. Fletchall with the rebound. And a foul's going to be called here against Sam Ryan. So going to the line for the 1-and-1 now. Here's going to be Corbin Fletchall as Davison will check out. And checking in here is going to be Quinn Lowe. That was the third personal against Sam Ryan, team 7th. First free throw attempt is up and good by Fletchall. Second free throw attempt. No good, as the rebound is going to be made here by the Irish. Cox will bring it across here for the Irish. Over to left wing for Thomas, brings it in here for Saunders. Back out. Ryan drives in, goes up, and gets the windmill shot to go in. Mardick leaves it off now for Hunter Johnson, up to Sager. Shot from 3, off the mark to the right. Rebound is going to be made here by Ryan, now picked up here by Mardick. And a timeout is going to be called here by Stanberry. We'll be back after this 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout when we come back in just a moment on Albany TV.
At American Family Insurance, we know your life has many moving parts, from your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family. We'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where it's a 45-38 St. Joseph Lafayette JV lead here over Stanberry. Fletchall inbounds coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Gets it off to Austin Schwabach in the backcourt. Austin Schwabach drives in, lays it in off the glass, up and good for 2. Austin Schwabach now with 9 points here in the ball game.
And Bulldogs really needed that. They've been scuffling a little bit the last couple of times down.
Thomas will send it up to the top of the key. Now back again here for Jaron Saunders. Has it tipped away here by Austin Schwabach as he'll come away with the steal. Gets it to Mardick. Mardick puts up a shot from 3 off the front of the iron. Rebound made by Fletchall. His shot is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
The offensive glass may get them back into the game a little bit here.
With Bennett on the bench. Fletchall's first shot is up and good. That last foul was called against Mikey Thomas. It was his first, but team's 8th already with 13.1 left to play in the third. Second shot, no good, and it's going to go off Hunter Johnson's hands out of bounds. Drew Johnson's hands out of bounds there. Cox will pick it up with 11.3 left to play here in this third quarter. Drives in, leaves it off for Saunders. Shot from 3. He's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws here with 2.2. Foul here is going to go against Drew Johnson. That's his third. And it's also the team's third here in the half. Saunders' first free throw attempt is up and good as it bounces back in and out.
That's really a tough foul to take with 2 seconds. You had him taking a really tough three-pointer.
Second one is up and good.
And just too much contact at the end of that shot.
Third free throw attempt from Saunders. Off the back of the iron, no good. Mardick, three-quarter shot, no good. 41-47 after 3 quarters of play. We're back with the fourth when we come back in just a moment.
How does the snowplow driver get to work? Why is one underwear called a pair? Why doesn't broccoli come in a can? Why doesn't Tarzan have a beard?
Oh gosh, it's Kara at Eckerd's. There are a lot of crazy questions out there.
Out where?
But when it comes to remodeling or building a home, there are a million legit questions.
How long would it take to ask a million questions?
With almost 90 combined years of experience, our Eckerd Stanberry team can help you through all of the questions and options your project can bring.
Oh my gosh, are you 90?
Each home has a unique combination of challenges, so come, let our experts make this a fun and easy process, and maybe we will all learn something. Like,
why do they call it building if it's already been built?
Eckerd's.
Where's Eckerd's?
On the square in Stanberry.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Welcome back out to Stanberry as we get set here for fourth quarter basketball action. It'll be St. Joseph Lafayette basketball here to start. Cox will send it over to the right wing here for Thomas. 47-41, St. Joseph Lafayette leads. Into the corner for Cox. He'll drive baseline, now pulls it back out. Up to the top of the key for Thomas, back again to Cox, left wing. And they're going to call a carrying violation here against the Irish.
Well, and Lafayette's using a little bit of their bench right now, but you can also, it's going to be a matter of time before you get, well, Ryan's still out there, but you get.
No, Ryan's on the bench.
Ryan's on the bench. Yeah, he is. Okay. You get Ryan and Bennett and Davidson back on the floor.
And even Dutton as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
As Sager with it up at the top of the key, he'll drive in. Goes up, lays it off the glass, up and good for two here for the Bulldogs. Just a matter how close they want Stanberry to make it before they sub those players back in.
Well, that's a big question. And then the other thing is it a deal where they want to get all their kids some playing time?
As it looks like Murdoch got a little bit of blood problem there. He'll come out. Checking in for him is going to be Corbin Fletchall. Almost looks more like something in his mouth than the nose.
May have gotten just inadvertent elbow or bumped heads or something. Could have been a lot of things. Really look for Sager maybe to try to take over here in the fourth.
Already has 16 points here in the ball game. In the first two ball games of the tournament, Sager at 21 and 16. And now a foul going to be called here against Jackson.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to call Jackson. That's pretty good defense, really.
And as you mentioned, the foul differentials from a Class 1 game to a Class 4 game, maybe not called.
It is, and I absolutely think that's a factor.
Sager's first free throw attempt, no good off the 1-and-1. Next foul by St. Joseph Lafayette. JV, though, will give Stanberry the double bonus, and they'll shoot 2 free throws from here on out. We're just a minute and a half here in the fourth quarter of play. Thomas sends it up to the top of the key over to the right wing now for Cox. Into the corner low, drives baseline, gets a little finger roll up and good. Tyler Schwabach, who's in with 4 fouls, brings it across. He'll leave it for Fletch on the corner, gives it now to Sager. Sager up again here for Tyler Schwabach. To Fletchall, again to Sager over on the right wing. He'll put up a shot from 3. Knocks it in.
Well, and he's done that to Saunders a couple of times where he just kind of looked it off, and Saunders gave him a little too much room.
And now we'll have 5 new players ready to come back in here for St. Joseph Lafayette after the next stoppage. As they brought it to, the Stanberry's brought it to within 3, and a reaching foul going to be made here against Hunter Johnson. As Mardick will check back in here for Fletchall. That'll be the second here against Hunter Johnson, but just the team's 4th against Stanberry. It's going to Bennett, Ryan, Davis, and Koch, and Dutton will all check back in here for the Irish. Again, Davison with 4 fouls. Tyler Schwabach out there with 4 fouls as well. And they're going to call an offensive foul here against Bennett. And that will now, I believe, be his 3rd or 4th. It's going to be his 3rd.
Well, he may have moved right at the end to try to pick him off.
Tyler Schwabach brings it across the half-court line. Leaves it off for Sager. Up to Mardick, top of the key. Shot from 3, no good. Austin Schwabach comes with the rebound and a foul. Going to be called here against Dane Koch, and he'll foul out. So Koch fouls out. Checking in for him is going to be Jaron Saunders.
Well, I know Koch's disappointed. He hasn't seen as much playing time as he would ordinarily, but now that you're out, you got to pull for your teammates. You still got a chance to win this ball game. And
Austin Schwabach's first free throw attempt is up and good.
Body language on the bench means a lot to coaches, fans, and especially, maybe most importantly, to your teammates.
Dutton will bring it across, gets it out for Bennett, leaves it off for Saunders. Has it rejected away there by Austin Schwabach, gets it to Bennett. He'll go up, gets the bucket and the foul.
And Dutton Bacallo, nice interior pass. I thought he was going to try to finish. And Bennett's had a really good game finishing in traffic.
Foul against Hunter Johnson is his 3rd, team's 5th. As Bennett goes for the 3-point play. Not able to get the free throw to fall down as Sager comes away with the rebound.
Still smart play by Dutton Bacallo.
Shot from 3 from Mardick off the iron. Rebound's going to be made here by Bennett. Dutton with it now over the left wing. Sends it up to Bennett, right wing. Davison into the corner for Saunders. Back out again for Davison. 51-47. It's a 4-point Warrior lead, or 4-point Irish lead, sorry, with 4:15 left to play in the 4th.
And another smart play by Bacallo Dutton on that fast break. Didn't have the numbers, 2-on-2. Could have forced a layup, didn't, pulled it back, and the Irish will use a little clock.
With it up at the top of the key here is going to be Dutton halfway through the 4th quarter play. It's a 4-point Irish lead. Davison left wing into the corner again for Dutton. Sends it across now for Ryan. Brings it back in for Davison. Nobody there, though, for the Irish. He's trying to give a little bounce pass. I think Saunders.
It almost looked like Davison was expecting Ryan to pass and make a cut to the basket, and he didn't get it.
Sager with it, sends it back up to the top of the key for Mardick. Brings it inside for Tyler Schwabach. Goes up, lays it off the glass, up and good for 2. 2-point ball game, 51-49. Boys consolation game here at the Stanberry tournament. Sam Ryan leaves it off now for Saunders. Up to the top of the key for Bennett. It'll be the it'll be the Platte Valley girls and the Albany girls in the girls' 3rd place game coming up next here from the Stanberry tournament. As Ryan drives in, Lays it off the glass, nice and easy, up and good for 2.
Boy, the Bulldogs have had it, just really haven't had an answer for him either when he gets ready to go.
Ryan with 11 points so far in the ball game. I believe 6 of them calling off that exact same play.
I think I'd almost take a look. They've got Ryan on Tyler Swaybach, and it's almost one of those, get Swaybach in that low block. Ryan's giving up a little bit of size down there.
Tyler Swaybach shot from 3, up and good.
Or get him out of the post of the three-point line.
1 point ball game, 53-52, 2:20 left to play in the fourth. The Irish will bring it across. They lead by 1.
Well, and in all honesty, this is the kind of game we thought this would be, or at least I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a close ball game, and it has not disappointed.
Dutton McCullough with it up at the top of the key. And a 30-second Petty John Arnold Center timeout going to be taken by St. Joseph Lafayette. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Schieber of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you're experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Dr. Darcy Schieber can help. If you're searching for pain relief after an accident, experiencing an injury, or you suffer from a specific condition, call Dr. Darcy Schieber at Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry at 660-235-8037, 660-235-8037.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 53-52, 2:01 left to play here in this ball game. It'll be St. Joseph Lafayette JV basketball and coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Dutton will inbounds to Ryan into the backcourt. He'll bring it across the center court logo here at Stanberry High School. Left wing for Saunders. Gets it down for Davison. Davison has the ball tipped, picked up though by Dutton up at the top of the key. Over left wing again here for Saunders. Back again for Dutton as Stanberry kind of ramping up the man-to-man defense. They still have one more foul to give though before they'll put Lafayette at the free throw line. Or actually take that back, 2 fouls to give. As the ball going to be knocked out of Saunders' hands here by Sager with 1:16 left to play in the fourth.
And Coach Groomer is looking for a charge by Ryan.
And they will inbounds it back to Ryan in the backcourt. Little football pass.
A little hand check by Johnson there.
Dutton loses it, gets it back out now to Saunders on the right wing. As they'll get it to Ryan. Back again to Saunders. And he will be fouled here by Austin Schwabach. So again, one more foul to give before the Bulldogs will put the Irish at the line.
I really wondered if maybe Johnson wasn't trying to do that because he had a hand check all the way through.
And you think
on
they
his
might,
man, and they've been calling hand checks and body bumps pretty closely in this game.
You think they might now be looking at trying to foul here as they bring in Corbin Fletchell for Tyler Schwabach, and that's exactly what happens as Fletchell is going to be called for the foul in the backcourt. And going to line for the 1-and-1 here is going to be Sam Ryan with 50.2 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Ryan so far with 11 points here in the ball game. That was the second personal committed by Corbin Fletchall. Ryan's first free throw attempt hits nothing. So it stays at a 1-point Lafayette lead. Stanberry with the basketball here.
Maybe a little fatigue by Ryan there. I'll tell you what, if Stanberry has to give up the ball without scoring here, I think they'd look to foul Ryan again.
Tyler Schwabach with it up at the top of the key. 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Over to left wing now for Mardick. Sends it up top for Sager. As he's guarded here by Dutton Bacallo. Drives in, leaves it off for Austin Schwabach. Goes up, off the glass, up and good. Schwayback gives Stanberry a 1-point lead. Ryan drives in, leaving off for Davison, out of bounds. And now
you can't go to sleep. You're going to have to foul. You still have got a shot here, but you're going to have to be able to foul if you can't get the quick steal.
And it's going to be going to line for 2 would be Stanberry, as they're in the double bonus already. And quickly a foul going to be called before the ball's even inbounds.
Well,
Maybe not the worst decision there either,
Yeah,
keeping it at 15.4.
No time goes off. I don't know they wanted to foul Sager, but Dutton Bacallo got called for the foul, and I think he was upset with himself for getting called, but not the worst thing in the world.
He'll pick up his 4th. Sager's first free throw attempt. No good. I said Sager's had some problems from the free throw line here tonight. Not usually the person you want to put at the line, but again, still at a 1-point ball game, and it will stay at a 1-possession ball game where the three-pointer could still win it whether he makes this or not. And he does.
Will they call a timeout, or are they going to play it out? Yeah,
they're going to call a timeout. 12.1 left to play here in the 4th. We're back in just a moment with more here from a good boys consolation game here from the Stanberry tournament when we come back.
The Regional at Stanberry is the new restaurant on the block that you have to try. The Regional at Stanberry features amazing regional foods such as American, Mexican, and Italian. The Regional at Stanberry has daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. The Regional at Stanberry is open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Regional at Stanberry, located on the square in Stanberry, Missouri. West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
55-53. It's a 2-point Stanberry lead. 12.1 left to play in the 4th quarter. St. Joseph Lafayette JV boys with the basketball. Davison will inbounds. Inbounds is up to Ryan up at the top of the key. Over to the right wing for Davison. Gets it now for Dutton. Think they might want to try and get it inside to Bennett. Over to the corner. Saunders shot from 3. No good. Stanberry wins the boys consolation game 55-53.
Well, they got a good look. Just didn't get the shot to go down. Well coached at the end by Lafayette JV. Good comeback for the Bulldogs.
And we'll keep it right here to showcase the trophy presentation to the Stanberry Bulldogs as they pick up a trophy in their own tournament. As they pick up the boys consolation trophy. And then we'll come back with the BTC Bank post game to give you the unofficial stats from the ball game. Actually, we'll keep it right here as we'll go over the stats here from the ball game. Unofficially for Stanberry, they shoot 17 for 45 from the field, 17 for 26 from the free throw line, 4 for 18 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Sager with 20 points, 12 points for Austin Schwayback, 10 points for Tyler Schwayback, 9 points for Landon Mardick, 2 points for Drew Johnson, and 2 points for Corbin Fletchall. For the Irish, they unofficially shoot 22 for 43 from the field, 8 for 15 from the free throw line, 1 for 6 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Bennett with 19 points, 11 points for Ryan, 8 points for Davison, 5 points for Saunders, and 2 points for Quinn Lowe. So it's a win tonight for the Stanberry boys, 55-53. We'll be back with the next game coming up for you in just a moment. It's the Albany Platte Valley girls for 3rd place when we come back in just a moment.
How many free throws Stanberry shoot, would you tell me?